She was convinced she was alone. But the moment she turned the key, the kitchen light flicked on by itself. The clock on the wall had stopped, and the air, heavy, thick, felt like something unseen was waiting for her. In her hand, just one clove of garlic, too silly to protect anyone, too meaningful to be there by accident. What happens when you place that garlic in a very specific spot inside your home makes no sense, has no rational explanation, but it has an effect. Old debts settle, money you thought was gone finds its way back, and the fear that freezes you begins to melt away. This ritual wasn't invented, it was inherited, passed down quietly, mother to daughter. No instructions, no explanations, only intention. The families who knew about it never talked about money, but somehow they never seemed to run out of it. And now, for the first time, it's being revealed. But first, a warning. If you rush, it won't work. If you doubt, it stalls. And if you tell someone and the effect dissolves, you're about to learn 3 sacred places. The first protects, the second multiplies, the third reprograms your mind while you sleep. And then comes the 4th step, the hidden one, the powerful one, the piece that decides whether everything you're about to do is temporary or permanent. Take a deep breath. Close the door, because once you learn where to place this garlic, your home will never feel the same. And neither will you. There's a reason why some homes always seem to hold abundance, even though no one there ever talks about money. You walk in, feel that warm, lived-in comfort, that soft, quiet peace, and you know something invisible is protecting the place. But it's not luck. It's a silent ritual carried across generations. No books, no videos, no explanations. Just practice. Just secrecy. This ritual was used by old families who never mentioned money, yet it was never missing. It was their invisible charm, and it always worked. They never said where they kept the garlic, never said why, but every home had it, always in 3 specific locations, each with its own energetic purpose. And today, for the first time, I'll show you all 3. But there's a detail. The 3rd location is so powerful that people often hide it even from their own family, because it doesn't work on the house. It works on you, and its effect can run so deep that if you're not emotionally ready, the ritual stops halfway. You have to commit to the energy. Now, before I show you the first point, you're going to go through a small preparation. Nothing complicated, but essential. You're going to pick up the garlic, feel its weight in your hand, take 3 slow breaths, and activate your intention. This moment changes everything, because this is where your energy enters the ritual, or doesn't. Skip it, and the cycle breaks. In the next few seconds, you'll begin the ritual, the physical and mental preparation. But listen carefully. If this moment is rushed, the effect slips away, and you can only restart it 30 days from now. Are you ready? Type in the comments, "I activate now." That seals your commitment. Take a single clove of garlic, not just any one. Choose the one that seems to shine under the light, solid, whole, almost golden. Hold it in your left hand on the side of the heart. Feel the weight, feel the texture. Now close your eyes for 3 seconds. Inhale deeply. Hold it. Exhale slowly. Again. And once more. On the 3rd breath, imagine a golden light leaving your chest and wrapping itself around that tiny clove of garlic, as if you're sealing inside it your intention, your strength, your faith. Now say, softly but firmly, "I activate my abundance now." Don't repeat it like a script. Feel it. Let the words move through you. Because this isn't just a sentence, it's the command your home has been waiting for. From this moment on, you're no longer just watching. You're inside the ritual. And the garlic, from now on, it's no longer an ingredient. It becomes a conductor of energy. If you made it this far with presence, your field has already begun to shift. And even if you don't notice it yet, something in your home is already responding. But what comes next is the most symbolic part. The first energetic point of your home. The entrance. The threshold. In the next few seconds, you'll understand why your front door is the filter between chaos and prosperity, and exactly where to place the garlic so only what's good enters your life. Write in the comments, "I'm ready to open my portal." And get ready. The ritual begins now. Every home has a heart, but before that, it has a mouth. And your front door is more than wood. metal, and a lock. It's the very first energetic field of your reality. Through it comes what you allow, or what you forgot to keep out. Your door isn't just an entrance. It's an energy portal. Everything that affects you passes through it first. Now pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Think back to the last time something heavy happened. A fight, a bill, a wave of anxiety. All of that. It was already outside. But it only reached you once it crossed your door. And that's where the first clove works. Not as a barrier, but as a vibrational filter. It repels everything that doesn't resonate with abundance. You're going to choose between two specific spots. Option 1, the upper right corner of the doorway, tucked right into that little edge, almost hidden. There, the garlic works like a silent guard, watching, blocking, protecting. Option 2, behind the door, on the floor, in the right-hand corner. More secret, more grounded. This point activates a daily cleansing of everything you bring in from the outside world. Thoughts, tension, other people's worries. Now hold the garlic in your right hand. Close your eyes. And before placing it, say firmly, "Only prosperity enters here." Picture that phrase drawing a thin, golden line in the air, like you're sealing the doorway with an ancient code. Place the garlic in the spot you chose. Leave it there. No plastic, no wrapping, no overhiding. It needs to feel the energy of the space. Over the next few days, pay attention. You'll notice small, but unmistakable, shifts. People who usually drain your energy cancel plans. Unwanted invitations disappear. That heavy feeling in the air dissolves before it even crosses your door. But this is only the beginning. The first garlic protects what enters, but the second multiplies whatever comes in. And this is where the true money work begins. The kitchen, the real heart of the home, where you unconsciously decide whether your money grows or slips right through your fingers. In the comments, write, "My portal is sealed." This strengthens your intention and signals you're ready for the next step. The next point transforms what enters into multiplication. And it begins with a symbolic gesture that most people have never done, and it changes everything. The kitchen isn't just where meals are made, it's where life is sustained, where ingredients become energy, where the invisible becomes nourishment. It's the place where, without noticing, you decide whether the money you earn stretches or disappears. Your kitchen decides whether your money grows or fades without you noticing. Now look around your kitchen. Think back to the last time you walked in hurried, frustrated, upset. Feel that? The room remembers. Every emotion spilled in that space touches your food, your cookware, your pantry. And that's exactly why the second garlic belongs at the center of this quiet, energetic field, the pantry. But today we're doing it differently. Before you hide it, you'll perform a symbolic gesture that programs this garlic to multiply. Pick up the garlic clove. Stand near your food, rice, pasta, beans, flour, canned goods, dry staples. Now with slow circular movements, pass the garlic gently over them, as if you're drawing an invisible ring of protection. While you do this, repeat silently, "As this food sustains me, money sustains me too." This bridge between the physical and the energetic is what activates the second seal. Now place the garlic inside the pantry, on the right-hand corner of one of the shelves, ideally without touching the food directly. It should sit there quietly, observing, vibrating. In the next 48 hours, you may begin noticing small signs. Food that seems to stretch further than it used to. A meal that ends up lasting for 2 full days. A grocery run that costs less than you expected. A surprise gift out of nowhere. It's subtle, but real. And when it begins, you'll feel something different the moment you wake up. A strange sense of calm, almost like something invisible is watching over you. But don't be fooled. The first 2 points only prepare the ground. The third is where everything gets rewritten. And what comes next doesn't work on your house, it works inside your mind while you sleep. In the comments, write, "My abundance has already begun." This seals the second point of the ritual and strengthens your field of multiplication. Now comes the most hidden place, the one most people have never even heard about. While you sleep, your home rests, but your mind doesn't. Your subconscious keeps working, quiet, tireless, shaping the day you'll wake up into. And here's what almost no one realizes. In that vulnerable state, your energy can be shaped or sabotaged. While you sleep, your home rests, but your subconscious works. for better or for worse. This garlic rewrites that program. Have you ever woken up exhausted, even after a full night's rest? Had confusing dreams, that heavy feeling in your chest, or negative thoughts before you even opened your eyes? That's not random. That's your subconscious field being invaded by interference, memories, fears, other people's energy you've absorbed throughout the day. And that's why the third point of the ritual works directly under your bed. Right there, in the most intimate, sensitive part of your space, the garlic doesn't just protect, it reprograms. But today, you're going to do more than just place the garlic. You're going to create a subconscious energy seal. Take 1 clove of garlic, any coin, a small piece of white paper, and with a black pen, draw the infinity symbol. Place everything together, folded, inside a light-colored cloth or a piece of paper. A regular white sheet works just fine. Fold it as if you're creating a small envelope. Carefully, intentionally. Now hold this little packet between both hands. Close your eyes, and repeat quietly, "As I rest, I receive." Feel its light weight. This symbol becomes your night guardian. Slide the packet under your bed right beneath the area where your head rests at night. That's the point where your nighttime thoughts are the most active. That's the space where the ritual anchors itself. Over the next few days, pay attention. Your dreams may start to shift. You might wake up with fresh ideas, sudden solutions, clearer decisions. You might even let go of an old fear, without noticing exactly when it disappeared. The third garlic doesn't attract money directly. It clears the inner blocks that stop you from receiving it. But even with everything activated, there's still one thing almost no one does. And without it, the entire ritual can quietly lose its strength. It's what we call closing the cycle. In the comments, write, "My mind is already activated." This seals the most sensitive point of the ritual. In the next few seconds, you'll discover what you need to do so the energy doesn't stay open and slip away like water. You've activated all 3 points. Your doorway is protected, your kitchen is programmed, your mind is clear and ready to receive. But if you stop here, none of it holds. Because the universe doesn't respond to loose, unfinished intentions. It responds to cycles that are closed. The garlic at the door protects. The one in the kitchen multiplies. The one under the bed reprograms. But if you don't close the cycle, the energy stays open. And whatever is open, leaks. Think of a faucet dripping. You put a bucket under it, replace the pipe, try everything, but forget to actually turn the faucet off. That's exactly what happens when you skip the final movement. And here's the secret very few people know. You must close the cycle with a gesture. Simple, but powerful. For the next 7 days, you'll repeat one single phrase every morning as soon as you wake up. Everything that enters grows. Everything that stays flourishes. Everything that leaves blesses. This phrase is the verbal seal of the ritual. It's what closes the flow and keeps your field clean, active, and continuous. Say it with presence, even if it's quiet, even if you're still half asleep. While you repeat it, imagine your home as a golden circle. Nothing forces its way in. Nothing slips out by accident. Everything flows and returns multiplied. This daily repetition is what separates someone who feels only temporary relief from someone who experiences a lasting transformation. But even this isn't everything. There's a fourth element, hidden, subtle, something you carry with you. And it turns the ritual into a constant magnet for prosperity, the talisman of abundance. Write in the comments, "I close my cycle with awareness." This isn't symbolic, it's an activation. In the next few seconds, you'll learn how to create this talisman, a small, invisible guardian that shifts everything around you, without anyone noticing. Some energies don't need to stay in your home. They need to travel with you, because not every financial block comes from inside. Some appear when you cross paths with someone, walk into a heavy space, or think the wrong thought at the wrong moment. That's why the final step of the ritual isn't placed in your house. It goes with you, discreet, protected, active. It's like carrying a tiny guardian in your pocket. No one sees it, but everything feels it. This talisman isn't decorative, it's energetic. And what you're about to create now is a vibrational condenser, an object that shifts the energy around you, blocks invisible losses, and draws in everything that's already on its way to you. You'll need your dried garlic skins, the shell that protects you, cinnamon sticks or pieces, the spark of expansion, any coin, the anchor of material energy, dried bay leaves, the guides of purpose, a small natural fabric pouch, or a square of white cloth tied with string. Place everything inside the pouch with intention, as if each item carries a sacred role. And before closing it, hold the pouch between your hands, close your eyes, and say, "My money returns multiplied." Take a deep breath. Feel it. You've just created a portable activation field. Carry this pouch with you over the next 7 days. In your pocket, in your bag, in your wallet, or even tucked inside your clothing. Don't show it to anyone. Don't talk about it. Don't hand this energy to someone who isn't ready for it. This is your personal abundance seal. And you'll notice, strange little coincidences begin to unfold. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. Someone remembers you and offers something you needed. Money shows up through unexpected channels. Or you simply stop losing in places where you always used to lose. But all of this will only make sense once the signs begin to appear. And that's what comes next. The quiet signs that show the ritual has been activated. Some of them you're already feeling. You just haven't noticed yet. Write in the comments, "I carry my prosperity with me." This phrase anchors the talisman's energy into your field. Not every miracle arrives loudly. Sometimes the confirmation comes as silence, as a peace you can't fully explain. The signs of activation aren't dramatic. They're subtle, intelligent, almost disguised. And that's why many people don't realize the ritual is working, even when it's already in motion. A few examples. See if any of this has happened to you. A bill you were expecting simply doesn't show up. You go to buy something, and it costs less than you thought. A food item in your home, one that always runs out fast, suddenly lasts longer. A friend reaches out unexpectedly, offering help or something useful. Or, out of nowhere, you wake up without the usual anxiety, as if an invisible weight finally lifted. These are the first signs. And if you ignore them, they fade. But if you acknowledge them, appreciate them, and align with them, they multiply. So starting today, whenever something good happens, even the smallest thing, say quietly, "I receive, and I'm ready for more." This is the code that signals to the energetic field that you're awake, receptive, and in motion. And remember, if you're watching this video, if you've made it all the way here, that's already a sign. You weren't brought here by accident. But pay close attention. Even when everything feels like it's flowing, there's still a quiet danger. Common mistakes that can break the entire ritual. And most people make these mistakes without realizing it. Write in the comments, "I already see the signs." This confirms your awareness and strengthens your activation field. The ritual is simple, but its power depends on something most people overlook: energetic respect. And when that respect is broken, the ritual dissolves quietly. No warning, no noise. You only notice when everything starts slipping back to the way it was. Delays, setbacks, exhaustion, that heavy sense of being blocked. These are the 3 most dangerous mistakes, and here's the truth. Most people make at least one of them without meaning to. 1. Doubting. If in the middle of the process you think, "This probably doesn't work. This is silly," you're canceling the activation with your own mind. The garlic responds to your vibration, not logic. 2. Telling someone. When you share this ritual with someone who isn't prepared, their doubt enters your field and drains everything. This is a quiet ritual, an intimate one. Those who talk too much lose. 3. Rushing. Will it work today? Can I repeat it tomorrow? This anxiety creates a frequency of lack, of desperation, and the ritual responds to your inner state of trust, not to the clock. Remember this: garlic doesn't understand hurry. It understands presence. If you've made one of these mistakes, don't blame yourself. But know this: you can only restart the cycle after 30 days. Don't try to fix it. The energy must settle first. In the meantime, you can keep the talisman. It holds part of the vibration, but it does not activate on its own. And now, to seal everything once and for all, comes the most powerful moment. The final phrase, the engagement key, and the real reason you were brought here. Write in the comments, "I won't make these mistakes again." And get ready. If you've come this far, it's because something in you already knew. You felt it. Even before your mind understood it, your energy recognized the truth of this ritual. And that doesn't happen to everyone. This video didn't show up for you by chance. You were called, and now you have a choice: close the cycle, or let everything slip away. And to seal everything that was done here, you're going to write now in the comments, "Activate my abundance." This isn't just a comment, it's the final vibrational key. When you write it, you anchor the intention in the physical world. You're saying, "I accept, I confirm, I'm ready." And one more thing, save this video, bookmark it, keep it for yourself, because this ritual repeats every 30 days. And every time you repeat this ritual, the energy rises a level. It's like tuning an instrument. Each cycle brings more lightness. Each repetition brings more clarity. Each action brings more results. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to feel everything right now. But if you move with faith, with silence, with presence, something much bigger than you can imagine may unfold. And when it does, you'll remember the kitchen light turning on by itself, the air shifting, and that single clove of garlic placed in the right spot at the right moment with the right intention. If this video reached you, it wasn't by chance. Now it's your turn. In the comments write, "Activate my abundance," and 7 days from now come back here and see what changed. Because something will change